violation and impunity that calls for stringent steps to curtail.
Disabled girls that are growing up, they do face a lot of problems. Some of them you will see, they receive some text messages harassing them. Some of them will be taken to a tight corner and then sexually abuse them. But how will they go back to report? Who will they report to? That is their main problem. And if they report, will they take them seriously? That is a key concern that has really touched me.
With utmost commitment and vigor, these disabled persons pledge to put their weight behind the would-be developed strategic action plan that will not only help sustain dignity for them by reducing street begging, but developing a document that could winkle the extra might from national and non-national donor organizations. Abu Bakr Dabo, GRTS.
The community of Tujereng is trying to come to terms with an early morning inferno that left a new vocational center catering to the needs of women charred. There were no casualties or injuries, but the fire did not spare valuables like computers and educational materials. Ibrahim Balde visited the gutted building where as many as 97 women used to receive lessons in sewing, tie-dye and batik, and this is his report.
All started around 11 a.m. Monday morning, according to an eyewitness who is also the custodian of the Fandema Women Educational Center. The owner of this compound, who had planted groundnuts here during the rainy season, decided to set fire to clear the bushes in this sprawling neighborhood. Albert Yao said when the fire first struck, the strong winds that usually sweep through the early morning hours in this coastal settlement moved with intensity, and eventually the unexpected happened. Within 1 hour, according to eyewitness accounts, the whole complex was gutted by the inferno.
Because of the I was in the center. I saw a fire coming out from here, so I came up to the fence and confronted the boys who were setting the fire. I told them it's too windy, so could you please stop it? They told me it's our land, so we can do whatever we want. So I cannot continue because they say it's their land. Before 20 to 30 minutes, the fire jumped to our area, and it also entered the palm tree that they dropped on our selling point. Then a wind also took the fire into the roof of our house, which is a grass house. Then this is how the whole thing started.
The center, built some 15 months ago, was a promising educational institution where stay-at-home wives and women who had had trouble continuing their education were admitted. They were taught vocational skills to help them eke out a living.
Well, more than 4 hours after the fire struck this center, the people of this community are now reacting with utter disbelief about the level of destruction that has so far been registered.
The outpouring of sympathizers at the educational center on Monday morning was exceptional. The women had been the main beneficiaries of this program. 97 students had been going through the course. Nyima Jata almost broke into tears. She said the incident has left them desperate, wondering what is going to happen to the program they had embraced with determination. Musa Mendy from the KMC Disaster Office and a representative from the Akalo of Tujereng were unanimous in their appeal for assistance to rebuild the school and restore hope to Nyima and dozens of others who are pinning their hopes on this multi-purpose complex.
Philanthropists, embassies, individuals, whoever can come to the aid of these people, to the aid of these 97 people, we would be more than grateful to help, to receive and help the community here.
I want to appeal to our area council. I want to appeal to even the president. I would appeal to him to assist, because this is some of the things he's advocating for. Boys who would come over with very good ideas to employ Gambians, to make sure that Gambians are self-employed. And this was the idea behind all what he was advocating for. So really I want to appeal to NGOs to come over to our aid.
Despite what he was told by the eyewitnesses about how the fire started, the man at the helm of affairs of the Fandema complex said he will continue his mission.
The thing is, I don't know whether it's legal, but really my own aim is to upgrade the lifestyle of the women for a simple reason that my mother has about 60 years, she has not been to school, still now I come now to visit from my grandmother wife, but all my uncles have been to school. So this is why I thought that I would initiate something like that. To bring up a skill training center for women between 18 and 60 years with different itineraries so that they can be able to do something, to get something for themselves.
The construction of this complex brought a sigh of relief to many of the women in this community. They thought, alas, they are going through positive transformation. However, when a Monday morning inferno ripped through the barbed wire fence, the valuables at Fandema were destroyed, and the women's hopes were shattered. Grts was reliably informed that the man who actually set fire to clear the grass in his compound, which is close to Fandema, is now in the hands of the police. Ibrahima Balde, Grts.
The African Council of Ministers on Water has been meeting in Banjul ahead of the forthcoming World Conference on Water in Marseille, France. The Busso reports on the meeting that serves as a prelude to the global conclave on that all-important liquid on which life depends.
Paradise Suites Hotel. The Continental Forum seeks to prepare its delegates for an effective participation in the World Forum to be hosted by Marseille, France.
It was decided by the competent bodies of the Climate Change Convention to convene a technical workshop on water so as to ensure really that the issue is going to be not a second thought issue.
The #1 target of the Canifin municipality is to develop and implement sanitation and water plans to put back on track the neglected areas.
KMC is a small but a big town in this country. An upcoming city being developed as a direct consequence of its proximity to the capital city Banjul, and the fact that Banjul can no longer accommodate the teeming population who have migrated to the capital in search of greener pastures. It is also a place that mirrors the face of tourism for this country, the Gambia.
The 6th World Forum is of the conviction that it's time for action. That is why stakeholders gather in Banjul for the validation workshop to seek and incorporate the views of delegates on the work to be done.
The multi-stakeholder approach was adopted as a key element in the decision of the World Water Council in organizing this 6th World Water Forum in Marseille. The 6th Forum operates a multidimensional approach with specific principles and orientations.
Mayor Samba Faal, speaking on behalf of the Minister for Water Resources, said the ministry is supportive of the goal of the forum to formulate concrete proposals and engagements, besides bringing them to the attention of the world, as well as generate a strong political and citizen comment to solving the problems and challenges. Focus is also going to be placed on efficient and effective management of water resources.
For this to generate the needed momentum, the need to consult widely becomes crucial to cause a wider people's involvement in bringing solutions to water resources management for the efforts not just to be government-driven but people-oriented, a mass ownership of the processes and the system.
The meeting, to be held in Marseille, France, is organized every 3 years dating back to 1997. It is considered the largest international gathering dedicated to water and bringing thousands of experts in the domain of water resources. For GRTS News, I am Debusu.
Well, you can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That takes us to our first break. We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia. Stay tuned.
It is a story of a land, of a people, where communication has been our song, our drumbeat. We sing with hearts full of joy. We dream of a better future, one that is upon us now. This is who we are. We are close to the heart of the world.